Hello everyone, today we're looking at goods and services tax, also known as GST. We're going to be adding, removing, and finding the GST. So GST is a 10% tax applied to the purchase of all goods and services in Australia. So if you buy any product or you hire anyone to do any service for you, there's going to be a 10% fee or a tax that goes to the government. GST works something a little like this. For example, let's say a restaurant in Australia is selling some ramen. So, let's say the restaurant wants $20. They want to keep $20. The government is going to want 10% of what that person wants. They want $2 of that $20. So what the seller does is they sell their ramen for $22. That way, they still get their $20, but the extra 10%, the $2, goes to the government. So essentially, if you ever want to sell something in Australia, you want to increase your prices by 10%, so that extra 10% can go to the government for GST. So to add GST onto a product, you're going to find 10% of the original price and add that 10% onto the original price. Alternatively, you can just multiply by 1.1. For example, Andrea wants to sell a pair of sunglasses for $400 in Australia. What price should she sell them for to account for GST? So if Andrea is wanting to get $400 in her pocket for actually selling it, we need to work out the GST. So 10% of $400 is $40, and if we add that on, we get $440. So that is the price she should sell the glasses for. Alternatively, if you just go $400 times 1.1, you get the same answer. So Andrea should sell these glasses for $440 if she wants $400 for herself and the extra 10% to go to the government. To remove GST from a product, we're just going to divide the GST inclusive price by 1.1. So whatever the final price is that people actually pay, just divide that by 1.1. For example, Stephen has just paid $49,500 all up for a new car in Australia. What would the price of the car be without GST being included? So all we do is we take the total price and we divide it by 1.1 and we get $45,000. So, the price of the car without GST is $45,000. If you want to find out how much GST you've paid on a product, all you need to do is divide the total by 11. Seems a bit weird, but it works. All you need to do is divide the total price that you pay by 11, and that's how much GST is going to the government. Here's another example. So, Emily paid $605 for a plumber to fix her sink in Australia. How much GST was charged on the service? So what we do is we look at the total price that she paid, which was $605, and we're going to divide it by 11, and this gives us $55. Now, we could check this answer to see if it makes sense. $605 divided by 1.1 means the original price was $550, and 10% of $550 is $55, so it all adds up. So $55 GST was charged on the service. So to keep it super simple, if you want to find the GST that you paid, just divide by 11. Alrighty, here's a question for you to try. Using the skills demonstrated, calculate the missing values in the following table. So this will require you to go back and forth and work out all these different calculations just using what I showed you before. So if you could please pause the video and try to find all these missing blanks, we'll look at the answer shortly. Alrighty, here are the answers. So let's go through it very quickly. 10% of a $140 hat is $14, so the total price is $154. If you are told the GST is $4.30, just times it by 10 to get the original price of $43, add it all up, $47.30. And finally, if you know the GST inclusive price is $93.50 for pants, if you divide by 11, you'll get the GST of $8.50. Or you can divide by 1.1 to get the original price of $85. Alright everyone, that was pretty much a speed run on GST, so hopefully you were able to follow along. If you're confused, got any questions, let me know down below. Apart from that, hope you have an awesome day.